Hey all my movie maniacs out there, it is your movie maniac reviewer himself, Mark the Movie Man. Today on The Final Cut, we're going to give you a review of a show of a different type. It's not a movie, it is a web series. It's the first episode in a web series called The Deadersons, brought to us by Notebook Movies. And here in episode 1, The Deadersons, The Midnight Dinner Party, we get the story of David Deaderson, who wants to impress his boss. He's having him over for dinner tonight, and he really wants to make a good impression because he's hoping to get promoted so he can get out of the field of grave digging and into the office. Well, his wife does her best to help put on the best dinner they could to help impress his boss, all at the same time juggling the lives of their children who do not make it easy on Mr. and Mrs. Deaderson. We have the college boy, played by Eric Reed. We've got the young boy who's always getting into trouble and always seems to have stuff in his pockets, played by Ryan Dixon. And then you have Jennifer Linus, who is playing the cheerleader's sister, Delia, and it kind of focuses around her in this episode because she has a crush on the son of the boss of her father. So we see how that complicates things, how the mother of the family is trying to juggle those kids, keep them out of trouble, as well as put on the best dinner as possible. And we see how that kind of butts heads when the boss shows up. The Deadersons, this surprised me quite a bit, didn't know what to expect from it. And I will say they do capture what they're going for, which is that 60s feel sitcom like the Munsters and the Addams Family. They do nail that feel quite a bit. The Deadersons feel like something out of that genre, especially with the makeup and the way they look and everything about this world that they build around the Deadersons. You believe this. This is how things would be if zombies were the predominant species. So the world building that they do, especially in this first episode, had me interested throughout and made sense. It wasn't just shtick, though there is a little bit of shtick in there, you know, with them being zombies and, you know, some of the things that they pick out, but it also made sense. So it was humorous and made sense, which was good in the, that department there. Now, I think the acting in here was all good. There was a really good chemistry between all the actors and actresses playing the Deadersons. They felt like a family. They felt like they were behind these, you know, characters that they're doing, as well as putting their all into it. There's a separation of the characters in here. We do get those kind of 60s stereotype sitcom, you know, types in here. And so they captured that feel as well. It's all shot in black and white, which further helps this feeling of that 60s comedy. And they put a laugh track in here, which I think was used just a little bit too much in some points, but in those old sitcoms, they did use those quite a bit as well. So, you know, again, trying to make something that feels like it was ripped from back then, and I think they accomplished that. Now, there are a few spots in here where the audio is just a bit weak as far as the dialogue. You can hear what's going on, but you can definitely tell that it needed just a little bit of possibly extra work or a different mic, because it was a lower quality as far as audio goes than the rest of the show. But you can still understand the dialogue. It was humorous in spots where it's supposed to be, and I think they've got a good thing going, and I'm looking forward to seeing episode 2. Now, you can check out the Deadersons right now on Notebook Movies YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below to them. Go watch their show and then make sure you let them know how you, some constructive comments, how you felt about the show, and come back here. Make sure you subscribe and comment as well. Let us know how you felt about this show. The next episode, I think, is showing on July 5th, and so follow their channel, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, as always. I appreciate everyone's support. I do this because of you guys. You help keep me motivated to keep bringing these reviews of interesting and different things, and I hope you've been enjoying them so far, and tell your friends and have their friends tell their friends. And until next time, folks, remember, keep that ticket stub.